Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, and we actually have a couple ropes down here. So we're using some invisible walls right here and an invisible door. We roofed it over. So we have Fennec and Khan's bedroom down here, Venric and Cam's bedroom. I went and looked at the the dynamic flooding settings, and let me show you guys options. Mod options, flooding. I ticked this guy on, so disable flooding on man-made tiles. Once I ticked that on, we built this part of the bridge. You can see it's not flooded, so I think we just need to wait for all the floodwaters to recede, and we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. You can see here I'm building some just regular wooden floors, so hopefully that will extend the area in which floods aren't happening, and that kind of gets us to a point where when it is flooded, they can choose to walk through terrain in which won't inhibit their walk speed. We're doing the same thing over here, getting rid of all these invisible walls, getting rid of these invisible doors. And actually, one of the reasons I made the bridge so wide was because we needed invisible walls on it. So I might actually just go ahead and reduce the size of this bridge and this pathway as well. We can just like reclaim some of that wood. So structures, remove bridge. Let's do that guy, and that guy. Things that are going on. We got our Muffalos moved in. I think you guys saw the Mega Sloth Scrooge get tamed last episode. We currently have this grazing area opened up for them right now. Let's go ahead and not allow harvesting there for the moment. Once we get more soil in this area, we'll probably get rid of this so it's not necessarily blocking our path. We do have like a couple gates right there. So that being said, up here we could probably just go ahead and delete these zones. We have removed home zone. They do come up here to kind of like take a look at their art occasionally. We'll get some for them down closer to home. The other thing that I've been enjoying is when we have visitors come by, they are just hanging out in kind of like our outdoor recreation area. So things are progressing. Venric and Cam have both spawned more eggs. I think it was actually Fennec and Khan. No, Fennec and Cam, not. But each of our males has produced more offspring. We also bought a donkey. His name was Admiral. Are there any things that we need from you guys? Not really. Gold is a luxury that we do not need at this point, so we'll just hit cancel on you guys. Oh, I think you guys are an Imperial trader, maybe. That's why you guys have. Where are you guys from? No, you're just from a normal kingdom. So bed-wise, oh, we have 2 unowned beds right there. Let's go ahead and switch these over to medical for now. Little Abby is hanging out in the storage room for some reason. Oh, it's pretty warm everywhere. It's been a few days in game, so it's like the middle of Jugust here. What else is going on? Yeah, so many eggs. 7 eggs. I think this one is the one that's nearest hatching at 13 days. I think we have one that's like 40. Yeah, so 21 days, 13 days, 21 days. A couple at 40, and then a few that are a little more than a year out. So we've got time until we need to make some more space for children. The other thing, oh gosh, don't have a party right now. I want to do a tribal ritual. Research-wise, we've done at least one tribal ritual. I think this next one could potentially get us culture unlocked. So this could be the beginning of our ideologian and our ability to kind of like direct our research. Let's pause that for a moment. Oh, I like that you guys are wearing tribal headdresses. You guys are wearing the moose helms. Let's speed this up. And wonder what they're thinking as we sit here and do our tribal ritual in front of them. Uninspiring! Oh, so close. Okay, we got less than half the points that we needed, but we should definitely be able to catch up with that this episode. And major breakthrough, we unlocked the research for herbal medicine, back here, but we just started planting our own. So things are looking up in a lot of ways. On just like mining into the night. It's 4 a.m. I'm not sure why he's still up. The other thing I didn't call out is that I assumed that all the trees had to like regrow for the majestic trees to like pop in. And actually, all we needed to do was like completely reload the game. So, not just to save and reload, but when I launch the game and load the save, it applied the updated textures. So, that is great. Quest wise, nothing exciting on the map, just like Imperial Waste Drop, which we're not gonna do. We don't need any of this stuff. Healer Mech Serum could be great, but we don't want to pollute our homeland here. Okay, it's raining again, and all of our man-made tiles are clear, so that is excellent. I do want to do another ritual, so let's do that. And then they can hit the hay afterwards. Oh, you might be wondering why this is all textured like this. We have it set to dig. So I want to make all of this stone ground. That way we can put some paintings down, some floor paintings on it. We have discovered culture. So, oh my gosh, that unlocks so much for us. Effigy, so like a bunch of ideology stuff. Drum pew. Oh, it's all just like ideology stuff. Barber's table, research spot, bonfire, battle banner. Okay, so we're looking at like furniture. Oh, okay. Props. We got props. Nice tables and things. Ideology. So lectern and all that other stuff. Miscellaneous, we have the barber's table. This is from the Vikings mod, right? No, Vanilla Hair expanded. Okay. Funeral pyre, all kinds of stuff. Research spots. Research spots. Okay, let's put a couple of those down in here, I guess. And we can form our ideology. So let's go with fluid. Okay. They have been animist. Spirits live in everything around us, in the plants, the animals, rivers, trees. They are like a tribal society. They just got out of the Paleolithic area, so this might be like a core set of their initial beliefs. We have been like chopping the forest down though, so I'm not sure if spirits live in everything according to them. I don't see them being theist in any way. Not yet, maybe. Like, maybe eventually they become authoritarian or cult of personality and they worship some leader that they have. But esoteric forces that guide the world are not for the faint of heart. Only through forbidden texts. I don't even know if they know how to read, so that doesn't really make too much sense. Yeah, let's start off with animist. And choose one meme to form the initial ideologion. Okay, we have access to quite a few, but we don't have access to all of them. Not sure about any of these medium impact memes. Fishing is forbidden. I think that living on the water, we would be a fishing culture. Serene and therapeutic, placid lakes and lapping shores are criminally underappreciated. Require fishing as recreation. Ranching is discouraged. We're doing some ranching though, so that's already part of our thing. I don't think any of these are really gonna fit right now. We do have the seed we could plant, but we haven't yet. Okay, I guess maybe a low impact one to start off with. Loyalist, we stand for our own before others. They are all the same xenotype. Republic, power must be balanced between a select few. Um, this gives us like the 3 leaders. That could make sense. Not necessarily calling it a republic, but just like having a council to like lead our tribe. I think that's what I'm liking the most out of these initial offerings. We don't have any access to the high impact ones, and I don't think all of these are showing. Let's go with Republic for now. Okay, names. Let's see. Astropolitan, Feudal, Frontier, Criminal, Roman, Rustican, Sophian, Viking. We've been kind of naming these folks on our own, so I guess we'll stick with tribal for now. I feel like that'll get old seeing tons and tons of tribal names. What if we went Sophian? Because this is like the Empire is the only one that's going to be having like these sophisticated names. No, this may be too early for that. Astropolitan will just be a bunch of pretty random normal names. Yeah, I guess let's stick with that for now. Styling. There is a Neolithic styling. Do we start off with that one? Crude stone tables, wooden tables. Let's do that. And totemic. Leader 3. Execution. We're going to say respected if guilty. We haven't had to deal with slavery. Everyone started off naked, so we're going to say like no rules. No rules. We haven't had to deal with any of these things yet. We haven't encountered fungus in the wild or harvesting it, so I think that's fine. I think diversity of thought being neutral is fine for now. Insect meat we haven't eaten. We fed it to our animals. Marriage name. Interesting. So this Khan, I believe, took Fennec's name, right? I didn't check to see what Venric has taken. Let's go ahead and we'll just say... should they keep their names? I guess we'll say random. Because it's been random up until now. This is not a thing we're going to have to worry about. This is the thing that we're not super worried about right now because researching too fast results in raids. Scarification, we are pretty beat up. I'm going to say like, it requires a meme. Okay. Horrible. I was going to say like, I think there's an option for making it honorable. So you're respected with scars. So we'll see if we can get to that. All this other stuff I think is fine. Physical love is free. Definitely that's the way that they've been acting. Spouses. We're going to say, well, Khan is married to 3 people, I believe. We're going to say 3 or fewer. And we're going to say the same for female. Wait, so women's spouses. Oh, that was women's spouses. 3 or fewer. So free love and 3 or fewer spouses. Grand Chief. Let me think about. Okay, so we'll call our leader High Chief, and then we're just going to call the second and third triumvirates Varanid Counselor. Our moral guide will be a shaman. I went with healer and for medical specialist and artisan for production specialist. We started with animatory burial, and it was called the Eulogy of Spiritism. I think we're psychically deaf, so I like to protect the animatry so that it does not scream. I think it makes sense if we bring it into the colony and then just use it for burials. And then I pretty much just added a bunch of drum parties. And the ones that say Spiritist have a random reward. The ones that are Varanid Celebration and Calling will recruit a random person. So we'll see how that works out with our colonists. We're doing kneel sheets. We're doing a grand altar, a large altar, and then we have a grand sculptor as well. We had 2 relics here. One of them kind of didn't make sense. This one looks a little totemic, so I figured we'd keep that one. I just hit randomize on the name a couple times. And then this Mega Sloth joined us out of nowhere, so I think we're going to make those venerated. I kind of adjusted a bunch of hairs, didn't do anything with the tattoos, but I think that's it. We have renamed it the Varanid Creed. We call our ritual room a temple, and then the default we're just calling our members spiritists. So went with a little purple, went with like a little, diamond thing that's going on there. So that is what we will start with. So let's hit next. Oh, divorce. Khan's new beliefs forbid his current number of oh, did you have 4 spouses? Wife, fiance. What? Hold on. I thought 3 or fewer. 3 or fewer. Khan. Sir, I don't think you know how to count. Well, Bordeaux and Eris. So, Fennec, how are you feeling? Oh, you are very upset with that. You're actually in bed with him right now. Well, I guess. Let's see how that turns out. I did not expect that. That seems a little buggy. We do need a research project. I am not sure what we want to research now that it's all here and available to us. Okay, so this is tribal stuff. I do kind of want simple curtains. We don't really need simple curtains. Armors would be great. Paleolithic, Neolithic. It feels like, I know this is classical era armor. It feels like it should be closer to medieval. Heavy shields, roof building. We know how to build roofs. Okay. I don't think you need to research that. Crafting bench, bronze, drama and comedy, thermobath mosaics, meat drying, togas, basic furniture. Basic furniture leads to complex furniture. That gets us a bunch of storage. I'm really tempted to do that. Stone cutting. Let's queue up these. And then this. And I'm not going to queue up a massive amount. I'm thinking with like 1,200 research there. Hold on. The heater just turned on. And it's like at the wall right beside my desk. So I think my like noise canceling on my microphone makes things go crazy. Temperature control is actually very important. This is for storing meat. What we actually want is just coolers, passive coolers. Let's start with that. 450 research. Let's see how quickly they research, and then we'll find out what we need. I think the other thing that I'm realizing that I wanted to do was I wanted to do semi-random research. So we'll do passive coolers for now. Just like choose it. And once that's complete, we will we'll put in semi-random research. That way it's less of me trying to figure that out. And we'll take pauses in between our research. So we are continuing with our dock building. We're going to put down some straw matting there. I was considering putting straw matting down everywhere because it's just like slightly cleaner, I think. But we'll see how that goes. This has been a lot of progress for our colony. Not very many events, but just some like mod tweaking, some other stuff that's going on. I'm so excited that we're not flooding our docks anymore. But yeah, really big steps for each of them this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, have a good one. Bye.